Hello, my dear friends. Welcome to Movie of the World YouTube channel. So, friends, today I'm going to narrate upcoming Hindi movie, which is Batawara or Partition. It is directed by Rajkumar Santoshi and starring by Sunny Deol, Preeti Zinta, Savana Azmi, Karan Deol, Ali Zafar, Umimunna Singh, Khushi Hazare, and many more. So, friends, before releasing the movie, just I'm going to narrate a brief story about it. So, let's start. The year is 1947. British India has divided into two nations, India and Pakistan. Millions of people are forced to leave their homes overnight. Families are separated, communities are destroyed, and violence spread across Punjab. Among the countless refugees is Sikandar Mizra, a Muslim man from Lucknow, along with his wife Hamida, son Javed, and young daughters Tanveer. He migrates to Lahore in the newly formed Pakistan. After enduring terrible conditions in a refugee camp, the family is finally allotted a large haveli that once belonged to a wealthy Hindu family who had fled to India during partition. Relieved to have a roof over their heads, the Mirza families arrives at the mansion. However, they are shocked to discover that the house is not completely empty. An elderly Hindu woman known simply as Mai is still living there. Mai refuses to leave. She insisted that the Haveli is her ancestral home and that she has nowhere else to go. She has lived there for decades and can't imagine abandoning the memories of her husband, children, and family. Sikandar is frustrated. He believes the government has legally assigned the house to his families. He tries to persuade Mice to leave, but she stubbornly refuses. Soon, arguments and tensions fill the Haveli. Both sides see themselves as victims of history. As weeks pass, something unexpected begins to happen. Despite religious differences and painful memories, the family gradually starts to understand Mai. She treats the children with affection, tells stories of old Lahore, and helps neighbors with traditional remedies. Tanbir becomes specially attached to her. Even Hamida begins to admire the old woman's courage and kindness. Meanwhile, Lahore remains deeply divided. Many people are still angry and traumatized by partition. Rumors, hatred, and communal politics continue to poison society. A local strongman named Yakub Pelhwan cannot tolerate the idea of a Hindu woman living in Pakistan. He sees Mai as a symbol of the past and wants her removed from the neighborhood. He gathers supporters and repeatedly pressures Sikandar to throw her out. At the same time, a sensitive poet named Nasir Kazmi, himself a refugee displaced by partition, observes the tragedy around him. Through his words and thoughts, he reminds people that ordinary human beings suffer the most when politicians and extremists divide nations. The conflict intensifies when Yakub begins openly threatening Mai. However, Sikandar has changed. The woman he once considered an unwanted intruder has become like a mother to him. He realizes that humanity is more important than religious ideas. Against growing social pressure, Sikandar decides to protect Mai. This decision creates tension throughout the community. Some support him, while others accuse him of betraying his faith. Yet Sikandar refuses to back down. He believes that forcing an innocent old woman from her home would be another injustice in a time already filled with suffering. As months pass, the bond between Mai and the Mizra family grows stronger. The Haveli becomes a symbol of a coexistence, showing that peoples from different religions can live together with dignity and respect. But age eventually catches up with Mai. After a period of illness, she passes away peacefully. Her death leaves the entire neighborhood saddened. Even those who once opposed her are forced to acknowledge her humanity and kindness. The final challenge came after her date. A debate erupts over how her lust rites should be performed. The final challenge comes after her date. A debate erupts over how her lust rites should be performed. Some extremists oppose any Hindu rituals, yet Shikandars and several compassionate members of the community stand firm. They insist that Mai deserves to be honored according to her own faith and traditions. In a more moving climax, Shikandar performs the duty of a son, helping ensure that Mai receives a dignified farewell. Standing on the banks of the Ravi River, he pays tribute to the women who taught him that compassion is stronger than hatred and that human relationship can survive even the deepest political divisions. The film ends with a powerful message. Partitions divided land, but it could not completely destroy humanity. Amid violence, fear, and loss, ordinary people still found the courage to choose kindness over hatred. That choice, the story suggests, is what truly defines a nation and its people. So, friends, this is an imaginative story. If you like, please do subscribe and share my channel. Thank you so much for watching with me.